This argument, Putin's appetite for power and control of Ukraine, he won't limit himself to just Ukraine. This is absurd. There can't be any serious thinkers, except perhaps for the neocons with which the president surrounds himself, who believe that.
That's true. Well, I think the reason that Biden said that is they threatened to cut off his tapioca pudding for breakfast, and I think Biden had no choice but to say what he did. But with that said, further, the fact is this: if you just simply, I've done a review of Russian weaponry. Basically, one of the things, Judge, after the Cold War, both sides took a step back after the 90s and tried to figure out how they're going to continue to develop weapons that would adequately serve on the battlefield to help commanders achieve victory. The Russian military is largely made up of Cold War era systems which have been updated. And we've seen on the battlefield, even in Ukraine, they don't stand up well to some of the technology the West has now introduced. It's just a fact. So with that, if you just look at the tactics and technology available to the Russians, the NATO would still do an amazing job at shutting them down. I'm very confident that a lot of our technology that we developed during the Cold War that we've updated could still do a credible job. So I don't see how any Russian military force, no matter how massive, how big, could even have a concept of prevailing. So I think the whole idea that just looking at the actual details of what the Russian army would have to do, and I mean, the Air Force, all of it, they would have to prepare something like at least 2 years to get a military force that's adequately even manned to start contemplating a war against Russia, against the NATO. So it's not possible. It's not remotely possible